Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing this week's Top 5 Wednesday, and the topic is second book is best. So this is basically like any series where the second book is better than the first, which I found quite hard. So I've kind of cheated a bit. I have, I think, 3 books from a series where the second book is best, and then the last 2 are books where the second book by the author is better than the debut, if you understand where I'm coming from. So let's just get straight on into it and see how this goes. So the first book I'll mention is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. Now this is the second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I don't know if that's the actual name of the series because I just don't know. A Court of Mist and Fury is so much better than A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I think mainly it's due to the characters in this book. I just fell in love with the inner circle. So there's Rhys, there's Mor, there's Amrine, Cassian and Azriel. I just fell in love with them so much, whereas in A Court of Thorns and Roses, Rhys was in it and I still loved him. You just never saw that much of him. And Tamlin, he was okay, but the events in A Court of Mist and Fury are just so good. You basically got the fallout of the Court of Thorns and Roses, and you've got the whole Hades and Persephone kind of bit of Rhys stealing Fairy, and Fairy finding out a feeling, and about the mating bond and stuff like that. I was just hooked. I mean, for it to be a big book, I got through this so fast. Next one is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo. So this is a lot better than Six of Crows. I found that Six of Crows was very slow at the beginning when it's trying to introduce everyone, but Crooked Kingdom, it picks off straight off after Six of Crows and it's straight in there, straight into the story. You get new characters, you already love these characters you already know, so that makes it even better. The story is probably as good as Six of Crows. Six of Crows, they're basically breaking someone out of prison and it's all from that, whereas this goes more into Kaz's past than other people's past, and it's so emotional as well. Next one is The Scorch Trials by James Dashner, and this is the second book in the Maze Runner trilogy. I am just going to mention this just because even though the whole series is great, I read each book in about 2 days. I think The Scorch Trials is just a bit better just because every character is in a new situation. So back in the Maze Runner, it was only Thomas and Teresa who were new to the maze, whereas in here everyone's new to the Scorch, they're new to what's happening in the Scorch, and yeah, I think that just makes it even better because nobody knows what's going to happen. And now the next 2 are the second books by an author, not in the series, so like I said, I am cheating a bit here. But I'm going to mention The Muse by Jessie Burton. So Jessie Burton's debut was The Minstress, which was very good. I did love it, but The Muse was just like so much better. You could tell she was getting into her stride. There's like flashbacks, flash forwards, and it's all based around this painting. So you see it when it was made back in Spain, and then you see it kind of in the future where people are trying to discover how this painting came to be, and I just think it is so amazing. And also I wanted to mention this because I haven't mentioned it on my channel for a while, and also just look at that cover. Every time I mention this on my channel, I have to mention the cover. And then the last book is also the second book by an author, and that is All That She Can See by Carrie Hope Fletcher. So Carrie Hope Fletcher's debut was On the Other Side, and you could kind of tell it was her debut, whereas All That She Can See is just a huge improvement. Basically, All That She Can See follows Cherry, and she can see people's bad emotions. They're kind of like shadows attached to people. And she finds out she can put her good emotions into some baking. So she goes and creates some bakeries, and she's there trying to help each town feel better about themselves. And obviously it all goes to pot when she meets a guy called Chase, and instead of seeing people's bad feelings, he sees people's good feelings. That makes him quite bitter. And it all follows from that, and there's a competition between them, and it's got an unexpected turn, stuff like that. And again, like The Muse, I just wanted to mention this because I don't see much about Carrie Fletcher's writing on here, so I just wanted to bring this up. So yeah, that's it for this topic. I am sorry about cheating, but yeah, what would you pick for this topic? Because I found it quite hard, to be honest. A lot of the series I read, they tend to get better, but I do have a lot of series on my to be read shelf, so I need to kind of get those read. So as usual, you can like or subscribe to my channel, and there's also my social media links linked below. So I will see you later with a new video. Bye!